right, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all? On Williams Wednesday. Now here's the scoop. We just got 1 day's of growth to shave because yesterday was Turkish Tuesday with a two-sided thingy, and it got technical difficulty, so it couldn't be posted. The technical difficulty is that I left this door open. And when you live in an apartment and you got two guys and two dogs, you never know what's gonna walk by. But anyway, it didn't work. So we're gonna shave a day's growth here. We're gonna do it on a Williams Wednesday with modern Williams and a featherweight because it's a day's growth. Why not? Modern Williams and the old Hart mug. We're gonna use the Maggard's boar and what is that? It's this boar and badger mix. And we're going to use that brush, that great big thing, and the handle that was hand turned by my Canadian buddy, eh? Patrick. All right, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to finish up with Master Bay Rum. I usually say it as Masters with an S, but I think it's just Master. Isn't that the brand? I don't know. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm too lazy to go look it up. Exciting news, though. We're going to get the shave started, and then we'll talk about some igniting shoes. Yes, some igniting shoes. Somehow exciting news turned into igniting shoes. Don't call TSA. I'm not getting on a plane anytime here soon. I don't remember the guy's name that was the shoe bomber, but I don't really have igniting shoes. I have exciting news. It's exciting to me anyway. So we're going to put us a blade here. Now, this is the same blade I used the other day in the 1914. It's a 3 or 4 shade blade, so it should be just fine. And we're going to see how that works. We haven't used this cake of modern Williams in a little while. Last couple of times I've used vintage because, well, vintage, you know. But then again, all of it's fixed to become vintage, so you're going to have to differentiate between modern vintage and vintage vintage. A little too complicated for me. I don't know what y'all think. So if any of y'all been kind of following my saga with work, I was a shift supervisor, and then I jumped companies and jumped into a night supervisor job. And the truth be known, I was going to jump back to doing something else. But the owner of the company here I work at is a really, really good guy. He's one of the owners. It's owned by a family, and he's one of the brothers. And he taught me into staying. Well, one of the things I was supposed to get was a company vehicle, and I did have it just a little while, but you have to keep clients happy. And right now, we have a bunch of Hyundais that cannot get fixed. By a bunch, I mean like 7 of them. I've been here 3 months, and they haven't been getting fixed because they can't get parts out of Korea. It's all warranty work, but can't get them fixed. So anyway, I've been having to drive my truck. And I don't mind, particularly. They kick in a little extra money a week for the truck. But I told him the other day that if I kept driving my truck, if I didn't get a company vehicle, that I was going to have tires because I had some Maypops on that thing. And if you're familiar with Maypops, you'll understand. They may pop at any time. They needed replacing. I'd put some used tires on it here a while back just to bounce it along. And actually, I put 4 $30 tires on it and got over a year out of them. So I'm not complaining about that. But anyway, so I went today. He had called me last week and told me to call. They have friends of their family that have a family business that's a tire shop over in Hammond. Shane know where Hammond is. Not Shane. Well, Shane will know, but you don't know Shane. So anyway, Thomas the shaver will know Hammond. Went over there to University Tire today, and the company put me a set of really nice all-terrain tires on my truck. Now, I have a 2-wheel drive truck, so I didn't want anything really aggressive, didn't need anything, but a nice all-terrain tire on a truck like that, and I can still, use it for hunting and stuff, and it gets good. But anyway, it's driving like I do it now. I'm just bragging on my company a little bit, because he came, not only did he came through, but he came through with a nice set of tires. And so my truck's back in a lot better shape. Happy with that. Now that's the first thing that happened. Now the second thing that's going on is that I'm transitioning into the ops manager's job. If you'll remember when I hired on, the ops manager that hired me passed away like 3 weeks after he hired me. We haven't had one. And I'm going to transition into that spot hopefully pretty quickly. I'm waiting on some training on some scheduling stuff and a program that we used called Win Team. I'm waiting on a little training on all that stuff. But basically, I've started transitioning into that, which means I'm not getting as much sleep in the daytime right now either. But that's okay. We're going to find somebody to take over my job, what I do now, and transition in. So it's kind of exciting. He decided he wanted to keep me, and he made me, yeah, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. And he did. So there we go. So that's my exciting news. And maybe that'll all work good. Yeah, old Fuzzy got the hair slicked back today. I'm fixing to go out tonight, and with my new tires on, I'm going to go out and run around a bunch of the sites. I've got some people to go see and things to do. I've got some people that have been out sick, and I want to go there back in, so I want to go see them and make sure everything is okay and get all the paperwork straight. Fuzzy, there sure is some thin-looking lather. Yeah, it is. But it's not but a day's growth, so I don't need much. And it is slick, slick, slick. Now, yesterday I had a couple of days growth for Turkish Tuesday. And when it all fell apart, that was a nice shave too, by the way. Anyway, here we are all cleaned up and going along pretty good. Weather is still summertime weather here, which is not raining every day. It stopped doing that. We had like a week and a half maybe. I don't know. It was a while that it just constantly every day was raining. And it quit that, not raining every day. Now hopefully it doesn't go to not raining at all. I mean, isn't that how it goes? So all right, so we finished up the bulb full of the $1.25 tree witch hazel, and now we're using the Dickersons that my sister sent for my birthday stuff. It's stuff that my brother-in-law apparently didn't like using. And this is just regular, the regular witch hazel preparation is 14% alcohol. If you want the 100% witch hazel stuff that's scented and doesn't have the alcohol and all, you got to get the Thayers if you want to pay the extra money for it, but there's really no need to it. It doesn't work any better, in my opinion. But, yeah, just a little cleanup here. We'll be good to go. All right. Beautiful. Wonderful feeling shave. Already been in and out of the shower. Of course, with the hair slicked back, I did that after I got out of the shower. So, got me a cup of French Market coffee here. It's got the chicory in it. It's Keurig. And I didn't make a whole pot. I just fired up the Keurig for it. But it's a good coffee. Is it as good as Cafe Bustelo? In its way. It's different from Cafe Bustelo. This is a light medium roast with chicory in it. And if you don't drink coffee with chicory, you may not understand that, but it's a nice coffee. You don't need as dark a roast of coffee with the chicory. Now, the Cafe Du Monde, that's a nice darker roast with the chicory, is also really, really, really good. So it doesn't hurt to have the darker roast, but it also doesn't hurt to have a somewhat lighter dark roast, if that makes any sense. A little of the old Master Bay rum here. This is actually one of the first traditional type aftershaves that I ever used. Back when I was actually married for a little while, I was playing around with the two-sided thingies that Mom had in the house. That's the first safety razors I used. And the barbershop, I was going to the barbershop. Actually, at the barbershop, I got my first haircut. I think I've told this story before. I actually took him a picture of my first haircut, and he put it up on the board. And I haven't been through there in years. I don't even know if the Palace is still open in Greenville, Mississippi. But it used to be, and there was a restaurant right beside it called Jim's. And Jim's have been open forever also. It's one of those little country, small town cafe type places. If you're ever in Greenville, Mississippi, you may want to see if you can look that up because it was really good. But anyway, he had the bay rum in there in the bottles. And I said, oh, that looks interesting. And I bought some, and the wife was okay with it. And she was okay with me at the time. That changed. But anyhow, so Master Bay Rum, which is what's in the old bottle there, old bulb, was the first one that I used. So there we go. Williams Wednesday is in the book. Little exciting news shared with my friends, and I appreciate it. I know some people like hearing that stuff, and some people probably just mute the volume anyway. But you 3 or 4 people that, well, I'll probably say I still got viewer number 7. So maybe I got 8 people that really watch the videos. All 8 of y'all, we appreciate it. Also, I swear, I promise, I'm going to be back on Toast more too. And just here lately, I work every night. I haven't had an actual night off since I hired on over 3 months ago now. Even on nights when I kind of stay home, I'm still tied to the end of that phone and it rings all night long. So, even if I don't go out and do site checks much, I'm still on. So anyway, we're going to remedy that. I haven't forgot about the place. I'll pop in every once in a while, post a little bit, check on the place. But we're going to get it back. We're going to get going over there. All right, so that's it for today. Y'all have a good afternoon. I'm going to finish getting ready and go out and do some work stuff. Or at least going to act like I'm working. I ain't promising I'm going to do anything, but I'm going to act like I'm working. Give the illusion. We had that discussion. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, hope you're doing as good as me. And happy shaves to you.